Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. So, as I had promised last week, I have brought to you um, a short video on how I manage my task list. So, inshallah, let me just dive right into it. So, what I've done is I've already gone through with pencil so that I don't waste time thinking about the list that I'm going to make. So, it's a made up list. So, inshallah, let's get right into it. And excuse my throat, it's a little off. So anyway, so let's just dive into it. So the method that I use to manage my tasks is called the Alistair method. You can Google it, inshallah. So this is a method that I actually use. The original creator of this method, his name is Alistair something or something Alistair, I'm not sure, but you can Google him and you can check it out, like what exactly was his original idea and why he was using this method. But I use this method for task tracking or managing my tasks list. Sorry, managing my task list, as well as a few other things which I'm not going to be talking about now. I'm just going to focus on the task list as of now. So let me just get started. So what I do is I put a single column and I'm just going ahead and writing my tasks over here. And what I do with this is I go ahead and I brain dump every single task that I have for that week. There is no particular order in which I am writing my tasks, right? So it's just going to be like a brain dump. So since I've already written a made up list, so I'm just going ahead and going to just talk it out and write it down. So the first thing that I have written over here, but typically what you would be doing is literally brain dumping in this place. So just remove every single thing that you need to do and put it out on the paper. So cleaning the house, and grocery shopping, then if there is any appointments that you have, a doctor's appointment or something like that, you can write that as well. If there is a meeting, if you're meeting someone, or if you have any plans, you write that as well. And then if you have any emails to check. And these two other things that I'm going to be writing about is it's like habit related, but I like to put it in my task list sometimes because it helps in making sure I've got that done, and this is something like I want to consistently do, so I make sure that I am adding that in my task list so that it develops into a habit, to just for the consistency sake. So what that is Surah Kahf for Fridays, and everyday recitation of the Quran or Quran study or whatever, like, you know, I just write Quran so that for me it encompasses everything. So the brain dump is done. So next thing over here on top, where I have in that row where I have written the task, what I do is I'm going to be adding the days of the week. So my week starts on a Sunday, so I've written Sunday over there, but depending on which part of the world you live in, you can start your week with Monday, inshallah. So I'm just writing down the days of the week. So now I'll be doing one extra step over here because I find it hard to look, because of, like, my eyes go all wonky because of the grids over here, the dot grid. So I'm just going to be marking it with my marker so that I know exactly where I'm going to be putting which task in, which I'll explain in a bit. So let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that's done, so let me just explain to you what exactly I do and how I would be tracking or managing my tasks for the week. So as you can see, cleaning, so ideally I would be putting cleaning in on Sunday, and grocery shopping will be on a Saturday, I'm just marking out which goes where. So let's say the appointment is on a Wednesday, okay, and then meeting, let's say I'm meeting someone tomorrow, and emails is something which would be done every day. So I'm going to be marking, so I don't work on weekends, so I'll not mark weekends. One more thing I would like to add here is exercise, okay, so because it's important. So Surah Kahf will go on a Friday, so let me just mark that, and Quran again will be every day. Okay, and exercise again will be 5 days a week. Okay. So I have marked what goes where. So now you see that I have just brain dumped everything, and then I took it on the days of the week, and then I have organized everything in this area. So I know once I go and see like this is what I need to do today, so I can immediately just see which day of the week that I need to get that done. So there is no order literally, so you don't have to spend time thinking like in what order you need to put things, and like like generally that happens with me, that I get really confused like in which order that I could put things, but this really helps me just get it out of the system, and then organizing it over here I can see which day which task goes where. So alhamdulillah. And so moving forward now, say today is Sunday and I have not got the cleaning done today. So what I would be doing over here is I'll just put an arrow mark and I'll take it forward to any one of these days, like when can I next do the cleaning. So tomorrow I have a meeting, so I would be going out, so I won't be able to do it. Tuesday I don't really have anything much, so I'm going to push it for Tuesday, right? And same thing. Okay, this doctor's appointment is over here. Once this gets done, I will just mark it like an X, so that I know that okay, this task that I had it's done, alhamdulillah. Same thing everywhere, that you just check what are the tasks that's going to get done. Meeting is there tomorrow, so if when I come to that and it's done, I mark it with an X. Suppose this meeting is postponed, I don't have this week entirely this meeting is not going to be happening, maybe it is pushed for next week. What I would do is I would actually put an arrow mark over here instead of an X, and I would take it forward to this arrow mark, and I will be putting an arrow mark over here indicating that this task has been moved to next week. So I know like once I come and see it in this column, I know that this is going to be moved to next week. So again, emails. Now for emails, there's one more thing that I can do is maybe just write down a time over here, exactly what time I'm going to be doing this task. So let's just say it's 9 a.m. every day that or 5 days a week that I check my emails in the morning. So that time I have just also scheduled it like for checking my emails, and the task is also going to be done for that week. Again, Surah Kahf every Friday, when I recite it, I just mark it an X. Quran, the same thing. Whenever I'm reciting the Quran, I can put a timing over here to say when I'm going to be reading the Quran. So let's just say like after Fajr. So after Fajr, I sit and I finish my Quran recitation, and I just keep marking it for those days. Exercise, again, same thing. As you finish exercising, you can just keep marking it off. And in case you don't say I finished, I have worked out for 4 days, and the 5th day and the Thursday I have not able to do it, so I mark it an arrow mark. I push it forward and I take it for the next week, because Friday, Saturday I don't literally I don't do anything much, so I keep it empty. So that's how I track my tasks or manage my tasks list. I also use the same method for other things. let me know if you're interested, and if you have any doubts regarding this method, you can just ask me your questions in the comments. And also let me know if you're interested in knowing how I use this method to manage other things as well, like certain things that I do. Inshallah, let me know, and I will make another video for that. Thanks for watching. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.